going, Paige?
Going to New Bern, and then we're going to Portsmouth Island.
Where are we staying in New Bern?
We're staying at the Moonlight Lake Campground in a tiny house, and it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. Woo! So we've arrived at our little tiny house at the Moonlight Campground. We met our neighbors. They're pretty friendly. Here they are. They won't let us get real close, but other than that, they're pretty friendly. The tiny house is pretty cute. We do have a camper like right next to us, which is unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? Show you the inside. Here's Iris. We got a nice bed. Little kitchen area, TV, mini fridge, toilet, little tiny shower. Yeah, we'll be staying here for the night and leaving early in the morning to go to the ferry and go over to Portsmouth. So, catch up with you all tomorrow. On the ferry. Iris. So we're finally at Portsmouth and we got the campsite all set up. We'll give you a little tour. Here's our Kodiak canvas tent. We got a little rug out front, help knock the sand off before you go in the tent. So in here we have our bed, a little extra space over there, a little place for Iris to sleep. Our inflatable couch. We're probably gonna do a little bit more with the inside. We just finished setting up, but that's our tent. And over here we have our little kitchen gazebo set up where we'll cook and hang out and get away from the mosquitoes. We have our little Coleman grill. That's the table that we got on Amazon. It's got storage underneath. It's pretty much our pantry. Another little rug to avoid sand, even though you really can't get away from it. Here we have our little awning, kind of leads. You can use that as a door, so you can come out of the tent and go right into the kitchen gazebo area. Here's our little shower bathroom tent out here, where we're gonna shower and whatnot. We have a little water pump that we can hook up to the generator and have a little shower. There's Iris, she's having a blast. Right, Iris? And then over here is the truck. Here we have the generator and the cooler and gasoline, stuff like that. The AC unit, we haven't put the AC unit in the tent yet. It's actually pretty cool with the breeze and everything. And then we have an extension cord running to the tent so we can power whatever we want off the generator. I put this tarp up here for 2 reasons. To keep the generator dry, we have it running throughout the night. You know, if it rains, the generator won't get soaked. Also, it keeps this big cooler in the shade so the ice won't melt as quick. With COVID, they're not selling ice on the island, so it might be kind of a hassle to get ice. And also, the bathhouses are closed, so we can't shower, we can't, you know, use the water at the bathhouses, so we're very limited on water. So we'll have to, you know, do little showers in here and whatnot. But that's the campsite set up. There's our little tour. Paige is over here doing something. What are you doing, Paige?
Hanging up clothes. And
She's hanging up clothes on our little makeshift clothesline. We also have, here's all the wood we brought. We got a pretty good stack of wood. Then we found some more wood on the beach. I actually dug all this wood up. Saw one little piece sticking out of the ground and started digging it and found like 6 pieces of oak. And then I dug a fire pit over here where we'll have a fire tonight, cook some dinner on. There's the beautiful ocean. With COVID, there's like no one on the island. There's like 3 people. So, you know, 3 miles in each direction, there's no one. It's like we have our own private island. So this is our first night on Portsmouth Island. Paige is doing some camping cooking. She's pretty good at it. What you got cooking?
shrimp and butter beans.
Shrimp and butter beans. Look at them scrimps. Look at them butter beans. Nothing like an outdoor kitchen with a hell of a view. Shit's about to taste dank. Iris is over there eating her dinner too. Anyway, we're about to enjoy this.
Is it done?
About to try that jank right there.
Perfect.
Good. It's our 3rd day on Portsmouth Island. We didn't do much videoing yesterday. We were kind of caught up in the moment. Cooking up some breakfast, some bacon and eggs. Paige is cooking. Iris is hiding under the truck. Don't know what we're gonna do today. Might do some boogie boarding and swimming and stuff like that, some exploring. Saturday, our third day out here, and it's super low tide. It's really calm, even though there's a nice breeze keeping us cool. The water's super calm. It's like crystal clear. It's probably hard to tell by the camera, but you can see fish and stuff swimming around. There's also this weird thing swimming around. I don't know what this is. I'll have to look that up when I get home. But it's just beautiful today. No big waves for boogie boarding or anything. Might have to do that tomorrow. Caught some good waves yesterday, but I don't know if that's gonna happen today. But with the low tide, there's tons and tons of shells. Like here's a big patch of them. Just all sorts of pretty shells. We haven't found many conchs this year. Last year we found like 20 conchs. More than that if you're counting the broken ones, but this year not a lot of conchs, but a lot of little scallop and clam shells and oyster shells and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it's beautiful out here. Paige is way down there gathering shells. So I stand corrected. Paige found a pretty nice conch.
Got a couple little holes, but for the most part she's intact.
She wants to line our garden bed at home with them. We have like 20 from last year at home, and then this year we probably collected, what, 6, 7?
6 or 8, yeah. Not nearly as many for sure.
Rinse it off. Yeah, that's a good one. So we got a lot of new camping gear for our trip this year. And other than our tent and AC unit, one of our favorite things we got is this inflatable couch deal. We got it on Amazon. It was 20 bucks, and I checked the listing like a couple days before we left, and it was like on sale for 16 bucks or something. You unroll it here and then hold it into the wind or run with it and fill it up with air, and then roll it up and clip it. It inflates up. And this is the only one we saw on Amazon that had the pillow on the back, and it makes it really great to just lay down and look at the water or whatever. What do you think about it, Paige?
I think it's pretty great. You can sit at the beach with it. You can take it out into the water and float in the water with it. It's all around a solid deep.
Yeah, we should have got 2 because we're kind of fighting over it. It beats the chairs by a long shot. I'll do a little flip floating around it in the water too. Should do that. But yeah, it's money well spent, and it completely deflates. It fits in a little bag, so it doesn't take up any room in a truck. Pretty much a couch. We also bring it to the tent at night and sit on it like a couch. You know, it's pretty sweet. So this is how you put chair on the inflatable couch. I don't know what the real name for this is. We're just calling it the inflatable couch. We're actually calling it something else, but it's a little vulgar for this video. Now right now it's just deflating it. Now she's gonna open it up, hold it into the wind. Fills up for the most part, and she's gonna run back with it a little bit. Close it up, and roll it until it's tight. And it's got 2 little clips that you put together and clip it. That's it. She's ready to rock and roll, sweet Susie. And it also works as a great float. I was actually catching some waves with it yesterday. Pretty dope.
So there are still parts of the road that are open after Hurricane Dorian. Some down towards kind of the middle of the island, I think is about where we are. The back road opened back up. So we're taking a little drive. There's a storm coming right over here, if you can see it. So we're just doing a little exploring and trying to see how things have changed since last year, since a big hurricane did come through and kind of wrecked shop.
So me and Paige have been exploring the upper parts of the island. We had a big rainstorm come in, so we just zipped up the tent. Figured we'll go for a drive, but it actually passed over pretty quick. But on our way up here, we found the fucking shell honey hole. There's so many shells up on this beach. In like 5 minutes, we've found probably 15 conchs. I'll show you the conchs we found. There's one. And then down in here, we got a bunch of conchs. It doesn't look like that many, but they're like stacked up on top of each other, and there's small ones and big ones. So we're probably gonna look for some conchs for a while and go all the way up to the end of the island and turn around, go back to the campsite. We actually have never been all the way to the tip of the island. We have usually had the concern of running out of gas, but this year we're camping closer to the ferry, so when we run back and forth each day, we're not burning as much gas. So we figured, why not? We'll go all the way to the end of the island. And I don't think you can get to the village. We couldn't get to the village last year because of flooding, and apparently it's the same way this year, but when we drive up there, we'll see what's going on. So we've been riding for what feels like forever, and we're finally starting to get close to the end of the island. It's getting really wide and desert-like, and there's no dunes. It's pretty though. So we've reached as far as we can go on the island, driving-wise. There is a inlet that goes all the way across right here, so we cannot drive any further. We are pretty close to the end of the island, but not quite there. So the rumors were true. We won't reach Portsmouth village, but it's pretty. It's beautiful out here. If we had a boat, we could make it, but unfortunately, we do not. So I've walked further out on the point towards the sound side to investigate and see if this inlet goes all the way through, and it's hard to tell by the video. It looks like it might go all the way through to the sound, and if it doesn't, we wouldn't be able to make it through there anyway, because there's a back road that runs like inland on the island, but most of it's closed due to damage from Hurricane Dorian. And my guess is, I don't know for sure, but this inlet was probably created by Dorian, because my understanding was that you could drive all the way up previously. So it's unfortunate that we won't be able to drive to the village, and we probably never will because of rising water and storms and whatnot. But if we want to go see the village, we'll probably have to go from the Ocracoke side and take the ferry over there. But it's still pretty out here. There's like little islands everywhere. The tidal pools. We're almost surrounded by water like 360 degrees. That's the only little piece of land. I found what I think is a live horseshoe crab. I've only seen the shells, but I've never seen a live one. Actually, no, it's just the shell. Yeah, just a shell. Pretty fresh though. Iris finally got out of the truck and made it out here. After the first 2 days, she's exhausted and her paws are all torn up by the sand. But we gave her an anti-inflammatory and she's just feeling better. Beautiful girl! Hey girl, you need a ride?
I don't know if I'm gonna ride with you.
Oh, alright. We'll leave you here then. Alright, so we've come to take our evening showers at the bathhouses on Portsmouth Island. Part of me making this video is to encourage my friends to come out with us next year on Portsmouth, and the bathhouse makes it easier than you would believe to camp on Portsmouth because you can just come shower. You're not completely roughing it. It was actually closed because of Hurricane Dorian the first day we were here. Apparently Hurricane Dorian messed up their water system, so there's no water. And luckily they opened it the second day we were here, so we were able to take a shower yesterday, and then we'll take a shower today and brush our teeth and whatnot. They have some outdoor showers here. I'll give you the tour. Outdoor showers are the bomb. They got hot and cold water. There's Paige. Rinse off shower heads. And then handicap accessible ramp, which I don't think any handicap people would come out here, but if they do, there's a handicap ramp. If you come up here, you have a women's and men's restroom area. This is the men's. Not the most glamorous bathroom. They have another shower in here. Toilet. I believe this is another toilet. This one's new. And another toilet here. Yep. And that's it. So, if you camp pretty close to the bathhouse, it's nice because you can just drive up there, shower, and you're good for the night. You don't have to sleep all salty. Last year we camped like 5 or 6 miles in that direction, so it was a pretty long haul to get up here. But this year we're probably actually 2.1 miles because I measured it. 2.1 miles from the bathhouse. So we just drive up here, take a shower for the night, and you're good to go. The further down you go, this year there's like nobody, so we didn't bother going down far. But the further you go, the more privacy you have because there's less people. The closer you are, there might be someone camping half a mile away from you. It doesn't bother some people, but you know, the whole idea of coming out here is just to get away from everybody and be secluded. This is also the little village. Because of the hurricane damage, none of these little cabins are open, but usually this is kind of like a bustling little town. There's like 20 cabins. There's a few more off in the distance you can't see, but they're rustic cabins. There's no AC, no refrigerator. You just have electricity and beds, and that's pretty much it. So we figured at that point, if you don't have AC, why not just camp for free? But some people like cabins, so if you want to rent a cabin, it's a pretty cool place to do it. Some of them, like over there, are like right on the water, which is cool. And then they have some like yurt-shaped ones, like 4 of them off in the distance. But yeah, that's the tour of the bathroom. I'm gonna take a shower and we'll go back to camp, cook some dinner, and get ready for the night. Here's the various cabins I mentioned. Sorry for the shaky camera. The beach is not smooth. And then the ferry marina is right back there. And there is the ranger station behind that cabin, which is not open right now because of COVID or the storm or whatever. These are the cabins right on the beach. And then back there is the bathhouse we were just at, right back there. And that's all the cabins. So there's like... So here's all the conchs we've collected that we're gonna add to our collection from last year and put around our garden bed or walkway. Probably half of them are broken, but they're still pretty nice. These are some of our favorites. I found this one. It's super big and like kind of cow-like. And then this one, ow, fucking flies. This one is real pretty. It's like orange and white.
And this one has good points.
And this one has really nice points on it. And it's also kind of rainbow colored. If you get it wet, the colors really pop more.
This one's nice too. The gray and white one.
Yeah, gray and white one.
And even though this one's broken, it's got all the marks from where the conch was in there. So I just think that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, those are our shells. Pretty good haul. It's been a long day, and we're gonna set the night off by cooking some chicken on the fire. So I gotta get a fire going. We'll split some kindling. Should probably get paid. Side behind our campsite. We have a beautiful sunset right now. Paige is over here washing dishes in the ocean before we cook dinner. Oh God, it's beautiful. Just look at it. Just look at it. The Master Chef Woodhouse is about to cook up some chicken, so I gotta get great ready for it. So Paige has prepared her chicken. What have you done to those chicken tenders, Paige?
A little salt and pepper and Italian seasoning.
You can elaborate a little more on the outdoor cooking show by Paige Woodhouse.
Well, I didn't really do much to it. I just put some salt and pepper and some Italian seasoning on it, put it in that little contraption, which is nice because over the fire it makes it really easy to turn it over. And I'm going to cook it and then we're going to eat it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty simple.
So I like to keep it
gonna be all the videos for today. If I can get some good shots of the stars tonight, I might post that. But anyway, we'll catch up with you tomorrow if not. So we got Italian seasoned chicken tenders and triple succotash cooking on the fire. It's gonna be dang. So it's our last full day on the island. We're waiting for the ferry to come get ice from them. We're out exploring the sound side. That way we can see the ferry when it comes across and meet it at the little marina. It's real pretty out here. The water's super blue. There's all sorts of little hermit crabs and conch shells. This one you can see it crawled all the way from the weeds over here, trying to get to the water. There he goes, one inside of it. I don't know if you can see him in there. Drop off, and in like 5 feet it's over my head. It's crazy, but I can still see my feet. The water's so clear. Ow, fuck. Having a dog is quite the pain. Thanks, Iris. Well, this is our last night on Portsmouth Island. We got the sun about to set, making a big fire. Iris drinking wine out the bottle. We're in a little bit we're gonna cook some filet mignon on the fire. Save the best for last. How do you feel about leaving, Paige?
Bittersweet. I definitely am gonna miss it, but I'm ready to go home and sleep in a bed and take a real shower.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely gonna miss it.
I kind of feel the same way. I want some ice cream. What do you crave?
I'm not really we've eaten really well here. I'm not craving anything in particular. I mean, I like ice cream.
Yeah, but we haven't eaten ice cream.
Yeah, but I don't eat ice cream every night like you.
I don't eat ice cream every night.
Okay, Americone dream.
But yeah, it's sad. But we'll be back soon. We might actually plan another trip in the fall. We've never been in the fall. It'll probably be pretty nice. Anyway, we'll catch up with you tomorrow.
So we're boarding the ferry. There's 5 pretty big vehicles getting on. It's gonna be a pretty tight fit. There's a big ass camper that's about to be directed into this tiny space, and I'm just curious to see how this goes down. There she goes. Hopefully it'll work out for him. Really close to that piling, and he's gonna be really close to that Toyota.
He's a pro though.
He is a pro. Look at that. Sliding right in there.
Well, we're departing on the ferry. Farewell, Portsmouth Island, until next year.